Galaxy that still, I believe, have the D1 Hustlers logo up there in the upper left. So that's interesting. But Luna Galaxy, the team indeed that is going to be battling this one out, all for a spot at TI. As smoked up right now is Luna Galaxy, an entity running into the area where they might be. We'll see if they cross paths here.
Yeah, Fishman's going to bump into the yellow core here. And, oh, scouted. Doesn't go for the high ground first. Going to grab that ward. Will he die for it, though?
Ah, looks like it. As, yep, he is fully surrounded. Who do they give the kill to? It's going to be Gabby. So, well played. They do end up getting that D ward, though.
30 seconds.
I know which one's worth more, though.
Yeah.
I've done some quick math. Turns out First Blood a little better.
True.
Might need to inform the yellow core for next game. Also, immediate tips on the Divine Llama. Oh,
Yeah.
he started it. I see. He tipped Fishman first.
There's been a lot of tipping. I think they started this game with Stormer and Exantic tipping each other too. So not sure if there's some extracurricular activity going on in pubs or if there's just a little bit of friendly banter at the start. But it does look like we're going to end up with 2 bounty runes apiece.
It's just pure raw hatred, ladies and gentlemen. Let us be very clear. They can't stand each other. There's a chance that they might be in the ring after this. The lower bracket's actually be sold out stadium, ring style. That's how we're going to settle it.
Dota boxing.
Yeah, Dota box. That's right. One round, go back to Dota. Imagine playing Dota with a concussion. That would not go well, I got to say.
I mean, sometimes I feel like that's how my teammates are, but that's fine. As we are already off to the gates, it is a...
Fishman.
Is he in trouble?
Oh, no, he's getting a courier, baby. Got him.
Big. Got him. Divine Llama already trying to secure some range creeps there, but got his denied right in his face. And a lot of denies and battling going on up in this top lane. This one might be a bit of a barn burner here. Not going to lie. You've got a ton of kill potential between those two.
Fishman just had like the greatest 1 minute that you can have as Clockwork, right? He walks up. They can't do anything with his battery assault. He kills a courier. He helps deny the range creep in his face.
Oh.
And then he body blocks the camp since they use this alongside the sentry too, so they have no idea whether it's going to be open or not.
Fishman, commits the battery assault, but there was the creep wave coming in. So not going to get a ton of value out of that one.
Look, he's chilling. Like, creeps are coming back towards Watson. Battery assault's back in 10 seconds anyway. He's still got 2 more. You think he cares?
I mean, I think he wanted that kill.
He's no cares.
Little core need to play around that blinding light to keep him survivable, for sure. In the mid lane, we've already seen Stormer get off to a pretty decent start here, 7-4 versus the 5-4 of the Pango. And this one, just another one of those where level 6s can make a difference if you can hit it before the Pango. We'll have to keep our eyes on it.
Yeah, and of course the other way too, right? You hit it first on Pango, very good chance you just knock out that Ember with a single rotation. Or perhaps no rotation, if he happens to be low enough.
Again, getting chased a bit. And will eat a hammer before he heads on back to trying to harass the core a bit. The missile will connect, but still keeping their distance. So a lot of blood exchanged up here top, and actually seeing that it was a salvo from Fishman, they stepped forward and zoned Watson off the lane a bit.
Watson's my hero if he goes to Fusel Blade.
Okay.
I think it's the play.
That's interesting. So, all right, if he goes to Fusel Blade, when do you get it? Do you go Aghanims first? Do you go Maelstrom first?
No, you still get your Ags.
Okay.
I saw V-Tune do it, and he went Mask of Madness, Ags, into an eventual... He got it, like, pretty late. He even got his Satanic, and then he went back for a 25-minute Diffusal versus the Medusa.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Sounds pretty hype.
But other people have tried it as well. You know, just Ags into like earlier as well in the Diffusal. So it's got to be value. I mean, I've seen Purge do the math. You get like 4x the damage when you're doing damage to Medusa with it. And plus with the way the Flak now works with the Aghanims, I can't imagine it's bad.
Right. No, it gives you just those extra little bits to it. Divine Llama is going to get hit up top here again with the missile. Fishman moving, trying to connect, but again, that blinding light. Neocore in position to help out his Dawnbreaker. Rotation in towards mid, it looks like. That's just to secure the rune for Stormstormer on Katomi. And chilling for the moment. Not wanting to get too aggressive yet. Yeah, they've done a good job up top on the Dawnbreaker and Coddle lane. They've really weathered what could be a pretty aggressive combination of the Clockwork Gyro.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen such a great job of harassment there from Fishman and just trying to give a lot of space to Watson, but just being a, in general, a ranged hero with 59 damage versus Dawnbreaker. If she's able to stay under the wave at all, it can be tough. Obviously, with those 7 denies, she's still able to work out.
Meanwhile, down bottom, making a pretty aggressive move after they ran through that gate. Gabby in trouble, slowed down. Blood Grenade connects. Ducalis is there, and it's going to be enough. They managed to find that finish, even with 19 wand charges and a healing Lotus.
Yeah, he couldn't get it off in time. Just well done with the stuns. Oh, that is painful. And now Neocore wrapping in behind Watson.
This is a big one if they can get that kill, and they will. So making some really good moves here. Luna Galaxy, excuse me, getting it all done.
I mean, look at the timing, too. Divine Llama grabs the next wave, pulls over to small camp, catapult coming in.
Yeah.
This is perfect damage onto a tower.
This is really solid. I mean, Gyro's going to come back in, but the other problem is, like, I mean, your Shadow Demon is out and away on the other side of the map. Clockwork is now starting to come back in, and that's going to protect them at least for a moment, it looks like.
Kanomi is doing the right thing, though, right? He's getting the Ancients unblocked right now with sentries as we head in towards 6 minutes, so that'll be spawning up. He's going to stack the other camp here, too, while guarding the rune. So he's got some important work to do here for Stormstormer. But Ducalis is also joining.
It's going to be a DD, and yeah, Stormstormer will get it.
Oh, even bottles Kanomi up. There you go.
Pretty nice stuff. Oh, Exantic not getting any help as of yet. Might need somebody to die. Ducalis finds a ward as he's heading back towards the lane too. And did spot that at least the beginnings of that stack was going on. So likely they'll be keeping their eyes on that one for Luna Galaxy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ducalis almost steals that Hellbear last hit. Couldn't quite get it, unfortunately.
Stormstormer rotating top.
He's investigating with his DD. He wants to see what's happening here as we approach 7 minutes with Fishman. I think this might be theirs. Oh, this is going to be quite the fight with the DD rune.
Tries to make that move and get it into position. Divine Llama is right there. Has the battery assault already used, and yeah, they're going to get it. So Entity pick up double wisdom rune with the rotation in from Stormstormer. Now it is going to come at the cost of Fishman's life. Although, wait, can he get the denies? Looking for it? No. Neocore takes the kill.
Man, just absolutely ditched by Stormstormer. I got to go back to mid, you know? Oh, what, a DD rune Ember? You know, you got to help me get out of here? Nah, sorry, man.
Hey,
Creeps the farm, places to go. Yeah, that's right. Thanks for the wisdom.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Gabby there, glyphing the wave to try and help get some extra denies against Shad. Gabby's doing a really good job in this lane right now. 36 and 14 versus the 34 and 9 on Medusa. That's what you want to see.
Keep in mind he died earlier and he's still like 400 gold ahead of the Medusa. So
right,
pretty great start for him. Shad does have the treads now though, so back to the jungle, stacking up some camps. Misses one unfortunately. Oh no, he got it. Wow.
Dude, they were if that. Stormstormer gets a regen rune after taking a ton of damage from Exantic and Heliocore. Really good pickup for him.
I wonder if they make any moves towards the stacks anytime soon. It's quite a bit banked up there by Luna Galaxy. Although they did clear through one of them, so I guess it's just the Ancients left now.
Yeah. It could be good eventually. I mean, I think you want to give that to Medusa if you can, but also wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to pick it up for Divine Llama if he could manage to clear through it with some help.
I mean, kind of always making a big old bank here too. And this is what you want to do with Shadow Demon.
Right.
Stack this up as much as you can. The one risk, of course, being you want to make sure that your opponents don't come in and steal them all. And he is pinging it. He's like, yeah, guys, I got a lot of creeps here. We can do something about this. But Fishman's busy chasing on the Divine Llama here as the Lotus spawns.
And get some good damage in. After Battery Assault wears off, Divine Llama turns, hits him a few more times, says, get the hell away from me, and forces out the Watson movement. Stormstormer also making the jump forward. Now he is going to get stunned up, and with everybody rotating over, Divine Llama tries to get away. Only 2 stacks of the Shadow Poison, gets the third. Not enough damage, though. All these rotations moving over, and Stormstormer, he has to give up. Wow, him living there is huge. So much space created, and they stole the stacks.
That's a strange.
Oh, that is vicious. I mean, at least they don't get the agents, I guess, only simply because they can't. If they had a hero capable of it, that would have been gone as well. But now this Pangolier gets a huge boost, #1 in the game, and has a Lance of Pursuit.
Wow.
You got some problems right now.
I mean, yeah, that is really big and gonna tip Stormstormer afterwards. I mean, if they get that kill on Divine Llama, it does feel good, but he's just knowing the limits of his hero and able to get away from those 4 heroes chasing him. That was a big play.
And Fishman was even giving him the wave too, like, oh, I baited you into the tower, haha, like my teammates are coming to kill you.
Right.
He just managed to escape right after. Now, keep in mind, they do have some more stacks at the very least, so there is still quite a bit of more gold banked up here for Watson through that jungle. But Adzantic is massive right now. Diffusal Blade finished, Lance of Pursuit, everything you could possibly want. Keeper of the Light already at 3 points in the Chakra Magic, maxing that out first and getting more stacks up.
Dire's middle tower is
Wow.
under attack.
Yeah, I feel like Ducalis can just stun someone and they're going to die if Adzantic's there.
Right. I mean, the one issue that I am seeing is there are massive stacks built up for the rest of Entity.
Can we check stacks by everyone? There's stacks on both sides, everywhere.
But they're going to come steal it. Oh my God, if they can get this. If Luna Galaxy can steal these stacks, they're right here. This is so much gold. They see the clockwork creep going over to screw the clockwork. Just go get the stacks, whatever. They're going to kill him. It doesn't matter. And now they move in and take him. Oh my God, the call. If they can get this, Watson's moving over. This is a lot of gold. Gonna try and steal it. How many can they get? Already a lot, but they're gonna back away as Watson makes the move with Stormstormer, and they're at least soaking XP. But it is going to be the gyro that ends up taking him. Gabby now slowed with the Diffusal Blade running in. The stun is there. Do they have enough to keep him alive? They will. Okay, it's Xantic now trying to get back and away, but Stormstormer slight dodges to get away from that swashbuckle. That was very close. So Entity, they hold on.
He misses again. Dude, he's so stacked that he's missing everything. The disruption to stop the rolling combos and the slight to somehow dodge that swashbuckle. That was so sick. Poor Xantic's just trying to go in there and flex. And, I mean, yeah, they get the kill in the clockwork, but it felt like there was so much more on the table there for Luna Galaxy.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves also from Entity. Just really good reactions to these moves by Luna Galaxy. And we're still about even. You can tell, though, that Xantic is the strongest hero in the game at this point. Needs to be able to keep taking advantage of that move. While Shad just keeps farming.
I feel like there was a chance for Luna Galaxy to either A, take all those stacks without going for a fight, or B, really hard push the top tower, and they kind of got a middling in between of like neither of the better successes there, you know? Like just killing the clockwork. That was one of those moments where I think they really needed to try and push this game a bit faster, because I don't want to give the space to Watson, because now he's finding all these additional stacks that were banked up inside of here without having to worry about anything at the moment, and he's going to get into that Agnums after this Chrysalis.
Right. He is getting where he needs to be. I mean, this is definitely, well, a good start for Xantic. Watson is getting what he wants as well. Medusa is starting to catch up, and she also has those ancients to go back to. But you kind of wonder if the pace that they're going to play at on Entity, if Lunar are going to be able to deal with it.
Fishman's trying to go for a big play. He's going to smoke his way all the way around to the Wisdom Rune. He's tumbling. I don't know if he's going to make it. It's a long run. But he's going to get it. No one else is going.
That's pretty big. They're pinging it now on Coddle. But this smoke...
hide in the trees.
How
and
close?
Then Cog?
He also
he's got a hook shot for it.
Oh my god, that's nice. Fishman steals the other Wisdom Rune. But they will pay for this one as they manage to get that kill. Nicely done, though.
That had to be the world's most unnecessary Solar Guardian. He just wanted to get over here.
Yeah, right. And I don't know if they get that ward either. So while it's been some good economic damage done in the jungle, it does feel like, at least for now, Entity doing a good job of, these Wisdom Rune plays. It makes a big difference in the XP world.
Yeah, Wisdom Rune plus him holding that top tower for so long is what helped get him to level 6, now level 8 on this clockwork.
Yeah.
He just got 6. He's kind of humongous
massive
at the moment. We got level 6 on Ducalis. I mean, he's just glad to have his ulti at this point. And Theolcore, this is a keeper of the light. He's been doing at least a little bit of farming and of course, stacking too. So he should be having quite a bit of XP. Probably a little bit behind where he wants to be in comparison, right? Missing on these Wisdom Runes. And again, another stack here. This Dusa, he can't even stack the Ancients anymore.
Yeah, you got to cut some trees.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta do a little bit of deforestation here.
Well, they're going to make a move at the very least and try and get some kills. Gabby on a creep wave. They see him here. Xantic is available with the Diffusal Blade connection, but Gabby backs out, recognizes the potential danger, and won't get caught. So nicely played there. And in the meantime, got to see what they decide to do with this Manta now done on Medusa, because she is going to have a strong timing, right? The Scotty with the Manta, it's going to be looking pretty good for her.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There's a lot of benefits to Medusa in this game, especially if they don't wind up with any sort of diffusal itemizations. It's kind of the perfect situation, other than the Shadow Demon, of course. That is still the number one thing they'll have to keep an eye on. Kataomi, pretty farmed. Even though some of the stacks get stolen, he is the most rich of the supports. He already has the Fated Brooch and then is hoping to try and get into that Aether Lens.
Well, Stormstormer, we watch him farm a bit, but Shad is looking to try and clean these ones up. Started at 7,600 gold and is now exploding up towards that top net worth spot. I think it is, as Fishman chases back to Violama, it's a bit of a weird conundrum, right? Because we always talk about the butterfly build with Shadow Demon and how strong it is, but that's also such a strong timing where Medusas will try and end the game almost, it feels like. Obviously, it's changed over the last couple of patches, but I'm curious to see what Shad's decision-making is in terms of when he tries to play with the team, when they try and push.
There comes the... I mean, mostly it'll just be around the Aegis, I assume, as we have a Solar Guardian now bottom on the Gabby. See ya later. Attempted a duel there, and it was nothing but an attempt, as this ward is also scouting Kataomi's stacking. Oh, no, sorry, not stacking, just giant stacking following him.
And they're going to get him. Really good ward there. Place to find that kill. And now taking the tier 1 tower, do they move on into that area? Now, there is a Watcher that's controlled by Dire, which would see that move. It doesn't look like they're doing it yet.
Shad is just walking into 3 heroes kind of unknowingly and just gets away with it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's very strong. Some pings come out. Looks like Fishman wants Gyro to start moving down that way and start farming for Watson. With the Agnum Scepter done, definitely could be good. Kalis drops down a ward of his own. Stormstormer spotted another miss swashbuckle for Xantic. His Entity are now going to head down bottom and try and find Devi Lama.
You know, it'd be nice some dual damage.
Oh, yeah.
Make things feel a bit better here for Gabby. I mean, we gave this guy double MVP in the last series. He was popping off on Shaker and Coddle, helping to get Entity to where they are now. Gotta try and find himself a game here. Got a late pick. Had quite a few offlaners to choose from.
Ooh. Fishman hunting. Shad makes the move though, and now this gank attempt is not going to work the way they wanted it to.
Yeah, Gabby just hits up the twin gate, just heads right through. So I'd rather just go farm some of these jungle camps right now. But look at all these heroes storming forward here from Nigma Galaxy. They're not going to find Kataomi. He gets away in time. But defensive tools are up. The Heaven's Halberd and a Divide Llama. Heaven's Halberd, Blade Mail, and an Orb of Destruction. He is hitting a nice power spike right now with his... He looks pretty scary.
Yeah, he's very strong.
Radiant's middle tower is
This
under
hero
attack.
can make so much happen with just a few items, it feels like. Now, they do head through the back lines, and they take over that Watcher. That might tip off Gabby to what's going on. It looks like the Llama is happy to just farm up after they brought 5 heroes to that bottom side of the map. Does spot that Gabby was farming that there, and starts heading back to the wave. But yeah, it does kind of feel a bit like a farm factory here. And I think if you're Entity, I'm pretty happy with this. Like, particularly if Kataomi can keep his farm levels up. He just got a Philosopher's Stone. This guy's going to be able to make so much happen.
That's true. If it wasn't for the Shadow Demon, I would be just like way more on the side of Nigma Galaxy, I feel like. Like as strong as Gyro can be, it's a Medusa. And I think Dawnbreaker also has these nice moments heading later too, but just the Shadow Demon itself, being able to turn so much of that around from you, and what we've seen with these talents and these Aghanims, like he just becomes a monster later on. Kataomi even gonna escape there. Nice play. Quite a few enemies around. Thought he might need a bailout there from Fishman, but he gets the bongos delivered and he's gonna take his speed right out of there.
Well, 20 minutes, and we're back down to just about 1,000 gold separating these two teams. And yeah, I mean, I definitely am seeing what you mean about like the strength of Medusa in the later stages and all the rest of it. I'm curious to see like how capable they're going to be of getting on top of Kataomi, because that feels like it's going to determine a lot of how this game goes, and of course what the moves are over the next couple of minutes. Stormstormer's getting towards a BKB. Has it completed soon?
I would just, oh, let's see here.
Oh,
do they have the damage?
they haven't.
Nice. He's out.
Can't get him.
I was going to read you a message I received this morning. It
Okay.
said, hold on. Wednesday, August 30th, 2023, 9:55 a.m. Lyrical. All right, we got to figure out something for long games.
That is true.
That was before, like, the last 2 games.
Yeah, I did.
Or
send
it was
that to
during
ya.
the first one, I think. And then we had the second game that went crazy long. After 3 relatively other long games, it's been quite a day. And I got to say, this game is kind of looking like we might go that trajectory.
I know. It's pretty insane. I don't...
I thought we could workshop it since we're in the long game now. Like, are you thinking like tic-tac-toe? Are you thinking we start like a podcast?
Yeah, right. I think we can workshop it a little bit more. We'll think about it.
Well, we got time.
Maybe not live is an option, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. But yes, I have noticed a trend, and you know what? I did a little bit of research myself. 6.82, the comeback patch. That was the one before Troll Sniper that I think was the longest patch of all time. It's only like 15 seconds longer average games than we have right now. So this is one of the longest patches in terms of like average game length that we've had, which is nutty. It's kind of insane what this map changes and everything else has done to the game.
I was thinking about it while watching the games this morning, and I've determined that there's some factors of it that I don't think we can change without ruining pubs.
Right.
Because like one of the things I was thinking is like, oh, if I wanted to change that, it would be about Roche, because I think that's what's partly causing it. Is this whole idea of the risks around the Roche fights, but also all the rewards from Roche. And I was thinking, well, it would be nice if you couldn't use the outpost TP so much at the Roche fight. Because it feels like it's kind of impossible in some ways to like take a good fight if the enemy team has buybacks and it's on their side of the map, which can feel kind of arbitrary. So you feel like you need this giant lead first. But if you made it so you like, only like one person could TP or something, pubs would be a disaster. So you can't put a limit on the outpost. It's the same thing with the Twin Gate, why they never made a limit on the Twin Gate. Because it just ruins pubs. You know, pro matches, sure, that's fine, but everyone will be miserable. So we need another solution.
We'll workshop that too. We'll figure it out as Entity, after the Roche is taken for Luna Galaxy, managed to head on over and pick up that Tormentor. One is available also for Luna Galaxy if they want to take that. And ooh, look at that, Katomi already got the Blink Dagger done.
I love this versus the Medusa. We've seen this a lot. I mean, it's a pretty good item for your Shadow Demons and your Oracles anyway, as you tend to want to make sure that you get the save on the proper target. But Shadow Demon versus Medusa is a special example because typically you're trying to get these offensive disruptions. And so Medusa wants to position herself very specifically in the fights. So you get that big blink in. You want to get off the good purge, the good disruption, give your team that advantage that you're hoping for in this fight. They do have good tools to clear out the illusions, but if they're using them on the illusions, obviously that's going to be a better benefit to your teammates. So kind of a win-win there from Entity. And it looks like Luna just going to start putting a bit of a forward front here ahead of Shad's Medusa. Keep an eye to make sure nobody's making their way towards him. Don't want to waste this Aegis as they press in towards the tier 2s.
Right. Well, and they can make those moves a bit slowly if they want. Also did notice that Shad is queuing up next to the MKB and then right into the butterfly. So that's the other way that you can deal with this. And I imagine that that's going to be a timing with this second Aegis that we see Luna Galaxy try and make some other big move. But the entire side of Entity do not want to give them that opportunity. They're going to start smoking up with these BKBs completed. 3 of them, in fact, ready to battle. This is a big wraparound.
You know, they say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time is now. The best time to get dual damage is level 6, but the second best time is now, Gabby. All right? This is his moment.
Oh, they're just out of range, too. They see up on high ground, catch him, ward down, duel immediately onto the Pango. Will it be enough? The jump in from Divine Llama, good damage out. Shad's still there doing what he can, but there's going to be the disruption. They kill off Katomi, his clones survive, and they actually managed to take down Core with those Medusa clones. In further trouble is Divine Llama. Everybody on his team is dead, and it's only Shad left over. It was a perfect angle to come around, and finding it Xantic at the beginning was exactly what they needed to do. They're even going to buy back on the Shadow Demon? Afraid that he couldn't do it without the rest of them?
I mean, he's kind of scary.
Missile coming down, a couple more hits. They go for the banishment, creating illusions, continuing to beat in, and they actually probably needed that Shadow Demon buyback to get the kill.
That's a sick buyback. I 100% would support that. Because you can't have this guy like kill one of your cores or something. It's worth it. Sack the Shadow Demon just to guarantee it. And that's the perfect counter pick. Got tons of damage out of that fight from the Shadow Demon. Very well done. And can we give some credit here? Observer, please. Could we click that ward that was on the pillar and take some notes as to that ward on the pillar there? Yes, the one that was just picked by Fishman. At the very top. I'm sorry, I'm making the Observer do a lot of work because it's worth it, I promise. Right by Kataomi, the Shadow Demon. Observer not. Yeah, no, oh, no, they're not listening. That's cool. Basically, it was planted by Stormstormer. They gave the obs to Stormstormer. Got the pillar up on the high ground to start the fight. That's huge. Like, mid players. Okay, would you believe it?
Yeah.
Setting it up for your team. Yeah, that was right there.
Is. That was the one. Big play. And Stormstormer got the tip afterwards. Does have a gem coming out right now as well. So they are hitting a really good timing here by Entity. This is exactly what you want to see.
Top tower is under attack.
I will say,
what's Galaxy doing?
They might end up getting caught here. It looks like he's fine.
He was getting a little crazy there. I don't know. I think he thought he was gonna like blink back or something. I don't even know.
Well, Satanic completed for the gyrocopter. A big fight won. Still, there is danger, though, I would say. You know, that was Aegis round 1 taken. The second Aegis is probably the big timing that they're going to be looking for on the Galaxy.
Are they going to lose this Wisdom Rune?
Looks like it. Stormstormer.
Oh, look at him.
Gonna try and steal it. The timing. Oh, Divine Llama gets it a little quicker.
What a cheeky play. Back out, and that is the Aghanim Scepter complete for Stormstormer as he also approaches level 20. So He is about to hit a very dangerous timing. Now looking towards that shard next for himself as well. And Gyro, Watson, you know, he's not after my heart here. He is going for the Daedalus, no defusal. The Shadow Demon is enough, he says.
Right.
Might be right on that.
Well, and Shadow Demon himself is trying to get into that Aghanim Scepter. It's going to be a very interesting couple of minutes here because Entity are starting to get some really big items. The Stelio Core going to get caught, not able to get away from Stormstormer. But yeah, I think that there is still going to be this interesting window where, like, man, Xantic really has fallen off in terms of the amount of like net worth and stuff he's got. I'm looking even at his levels. He's level 16 compared to the 19 of Ember. That's what those fights will get you.
Yeah. That's unreal, considering how well his game started. And I think his itemization was pretty solid. It's basically the same way that we saw Stormstormer do it when he had the Pango in a passive game where he went for this Ags because they didn't have quite enough fights to justify like the really early blink. But he's still sticking up there. But obviously Stormstormer getting back into this one and about to hit a much more powerful timing. You know, being able to use the Aghanim Scepter with the Fire Emblems is so ridiculous. And then now the Shard, I think, flying out. And now he's even thinking of the Radiance to further mess with some of this damage and coming out from Luna Gaming. That's a bit intense.
I will say that they're stacking up a lot of evasion and a lot of mischance on the side of Entity, and already the Medusa trying to get into this MKB.
Yeah,
you know, that
Shivas.
Right. Well, and I think the other thing, too, to keep in mind is not just like the item choices, but the way that last fight went. Obviously, as Luna Galaxy, you're feeling bad about it. But the thing that you can sort of hang your hat on was that was basically best case scenario for Entity. They found the Pango right at the start, dueled them, didn't get a single spell off. If that doesn't happen like that again, if they can manage to keep this Pango alive, they're going to be in a much better fighting situation on the side of Luna Galaxy.
And that's, of course, why he's going for this Lincoln Sphere. Wants to make sure that doesn't happen again. But the answer is already here. Gabby, lots of value in this Heaven's Halberd this game. Popping Lincolns or just getting on top of Shad. Plenty they can do. And Stormstormer, maybe he doesn't have to buy Radiance now that he found a Cloak of Flames. It's not going to slow him down, though.
Radiant are scanning.
We'll see what he decides to go for. Making that move back over towards top again to farm up some creeps. And the Galaxy right in the area when Roche would respawn. It's 1 minute 40 seconds, though. It's going to be the timing on that one.
So
And
guaranteed
yeah,
Radiant
done.
side. MKB done. Ag's the next choice there for Fishman. He wants those ridiculous rocket flares you get from the overclock, but he waits from that. And a nice pickup here from Divide Llama. Going in towards that AC after here. So trying to get through. I mean, we got Flat Cannon, we got Legion, we got Sleight of Fist. Lots of value here for that.
That is huge. This is actually a really good timing. If they can take this fight in good fashion, jump in, get the duel right on target at the beginning, and Divide Llama in trouble, but surviving? Wait a minute, tries to walk away, but they have enough with everything dropped onto him to get the kill, but Shad's still standing somewhat tall. They run down Fishman, gonna get that kill. And Xantic got the ulti up, and Stormstormer is stuck up here. He doesn't have
the friendly deuces.
Oh, it's gonna be able to get him out. All right, they're fine.
Oh my goodness, man. That disruption in the middle of the fight, it just drives back at Xantic. He's like, I just don't want to deal with this right now. And
Interesting.
Man. Once again here, though, from Kataomi, getting that ulti on top of the Dawn, making sure that she's not going to have a chance in that fight. She's trying to escape and eventually gets finished off by the call down. So very well done. Control over the area as Roche is approaching.
I like what I'm seeing from Entity. I like this timing that they're showing, but I do still worry about, like, you know, these fights are happening because of Gabby. Gabby needs to keep getting those initiations. He's playing really well right now. I wonder if that stuff changes at all if he's not able to get those perfect combinations off.
And Shad just wants in right now. He has this enchanted quiver. He's feeling strong with the MKB. If he gets that approach onto someone, it's a lot of immediate damage. They have the flare, though, so they're going to be able to keep an eye on this if they decide to commit into the pit. Fishman says, we need some vision, man. He's telling them where to plant the wards. Help me out.
Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon just got the Agnum Scepter completed.
Oh, baby.
So another big timing. Man, this Legion has been such a thorn in the side of Luna. And Shad steps forward.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They keep on getting initiated on. If you're showing on a wave like that, it's hard to imagine it not happening. We'll have to wait and see where they decide to go. I mean, it's all about this Roche.
Yeah, and Fishman doesn't want to flare up top just in case, because the wave is starting to push in towards top tower, so typically Clockworks can help push that out, but he just wants to make sure, like, we cannot let them get this Roche ahead of us, guys.
Catches that wave. And yeah, the wave is pushing in up top, which is going to do some damage to that tower, but now into the pit, they're going to start to farm it.
He just sent a flare up there, so...
Oh my god, dude, that timing. If that actually gets it to him... No, the flare comes out now that they see that Roche is going. Scary. Gyrocopter illusions being sent forward first. Medusa illusions on gyro illusions. Everybody else back behind that Medusa.
So far back.
They are ready to keep them alive, though.
That flare didn't see them.
It's Zantic hiding. Need to be careful. The angle on this is scary. Bashing Shad, rooted on 2. Keeps hitting away. Clockwork looking for an angle. They have to be careful. The roll through catches him, and Zantic already gets the roll off. Stormstormer in, BKB out, the banishment onto that Medusa. Shad forward, who gets it? Stormstormer gets the Aegis. That's what they needed. Cat told me, though, he ends up dying, so it might not matter. No, Shaddy's in trouble, but the swap keeps him alive. Shad's still hurting. He doesn't have anything left in the tank. Way too much damage, and Stormstormer is doing so much this game.
Yeah, he got in at the same time. Fishman found the angle. He went all the way back up to the north, essentially, and came down with the hook shot to make sure there was going to be Stormstormer that snagged that Aegis. So great teamwork there from those two. Dancing to the back of the pit there as well.
Look at
between the vision of the flares. Wait, I thought he was going to go in there, and he just stops in the pit. I was like, oh, snap. Like, I got hard baited right there. And then, yeah, the hook shot comes in at the exact right time. Beautifully done. The stun onto the Medusa gives the free pickup. Man, if she gets that Aegis, I don't know if that fight goes their way.
No, it doesn't feel like it would have. Crazy, really good recognition of everything that needed to happen. And then Medusa is just food, gets blown up. My goodness, Entity. And you know, we've been highlighting Gabby and all the stuff he's been able to do. I guess it's worth noting part of the reason he go in like that is because Stormstormer is starting these fights perfectly every time.
Radiant's middle tower.
Getting that vision down and can do it even more with Shiva's now delivered.
Yeah, and they're trying to solve that by getting the scythe on the Coddle to maybe give them a chance. I'm so glad he went Shiva's, by the way. I think that's much better than the Radiance. Because it's just the vision, right? That's what I really like about this decision. We've seen, I feel like that item has just looked better and better as time has passed here. Oh my goodness, yeah, Ducalis finds a big old stash of Lotuses here.
Oh yeah, everything's been happening down bottom. Nobody's going top. It kind of makes sense. Well, another Tormentor going to be claimed for Entity. And Medusa getting towards Butterfly, but you're starting to wonder if they've now built themselves too deep of a hole to try and pull themselves out of. Everybody on Entity is getting that next tier of items, and levels too. Levels are a huge issue.
Yeah, what a game to get the shard on Legion Commander too. That bonus armor versus Dusa Pango Dawnbreaker, yeah. I'll take that.
Radiant are scanning.
God, and a timeless relic for Stormstormer.
That's what they need on Theolocor right now. If they can grab that in combination with his scythe, try and actually lock down Stormstormer and get the kill onto him, that would be huge, because he still has not gone in for the Lincolns. Not currently thinking about it either. That could be something that Theolocor could make him regret.
Rune of double damage.
Need more time, and Entity continue to take the fight to them in the perfect ways. I think the mid-game team fighting from Entity in so far this game has just looked levels ahead of Luna Galaxy. They've done everything right and picked their moments.
Part of it is because a good fight for Luna Galaxy would require Pango to have vision and jump in and start with a solid roll. And they don't have a great way of making that happen. Whereas, I mean, how many times do we see Fishman just sending out flares, you know?
Yeah.
And we got Clockwork. We also have the Shadow Demon, which, you know, middle of the fight, run up a little bit of Shadow Poison, never hurts. Passing the ward over to Stormstormer in that fight up top. They clearly have vision on the mind for Entity and are understanding how much it's doing for them in these fights.
Oh, Shad.
Oh, he's so fast.
Got to be careful here. Stormstormer just a couple of seconds late on finding that Medusa, and while she is about to complete the butterfly, 50 gold away from having it done, it is already completed MKB on Gyrocopter.
And look at these cross-map flares that Fishman's sending out.
Yeah.
He's moving as he does it to try and cover as much space as he can to get an idea of where they're moving inside the jungle and where they're not. And there goes Shad's courier. Did it have the butterfly on it? Oh, he didn't buy it yet. Ooh, that's good.
Okay. That's important.
Yeah, the talisman is still waiting to be purchased here.
They're going to have to make a run over to the other secret shop. It looks like that's the call already. And in the meantime, Entity are moving to try and secure maybe another Tormentor for themselves. It looks like
I think
Watson's
this is
going over to do it.
Is he the only one who's missing it? Yeah, he is. So this will be for Watson.
Big. Entity, very, very farmed right now. Taking the tier 2 tower. While Shad makes the move over, is going to finish off that butterfly, it looks like. Although, wait, didn't buy it?
Yeah. Oh,
hello?
wait. Buddy, shift queuing? Sir?
He's worried about getting hooked and then not having buyback.
Yeah, I think it's a buyback issue. But, all right. He's not going to run it.
Interesting.
Dire
Well, Aegis expires, and Gabby picks up a haste rune.
under attack.
The core is moving over to the other side of the map, trying to push out these waves and secure them some later stage Dota.
I do like the Ninja Gear choice.
Oh, jump, duel. Devi Llama caught again. Everything used. Will it be enough to keep him alive here? Tries to jump out. They do get the swap away, but the missile's still chasing, and he's in trouble. It's Antic. Can he keep him alive? Trying to do the best they can. The Hex is there. It's good. On to Stormstormer. It's not enough yet, though, but he will die.
That's Gem.
Devi Llama actually got the kill, and now chasing for more. Katomi pops the ulti, jump forward, hits for the moment with that stun, chase forward for more. But no, God, look at the range on Katomi with that telescope. That is crazy.
Oh, the old core was right, you know? He's like, I just gotta get Scythe. If I get Scythe, I can ruin this Ember's game. So grabs him there. Hasn't changed his mind. I mean, he's holding 4K gold. I feel like, I mean, how do they catch him if he gets Lincolns? Like,
Yeah, he immediately switches over to a Lincoln.
Okay, yeah, because there's just no way. Like, look at their heroes. Popping that Lincoln is going to be very difficult.
I mean, he can maybe do it with blind, or rather the Soulbind shenanigans, but it's not easy.
No. It's going to be a tough one. Or like your Force Staff, but again, like anything that gives you that little bit of timing and space to make sure you don't get scythed is going to be huge.
Well, 14,000 gold lead at 41 minutes in, and they do have, I believe, Medusa's actually doing the swap over. Okay, so I think she sold the Eagle Song.
Yeah,
and
she
instead
did.
is going Aghanim Scepter. So saw that MKB and Gyro and said, screw that. She actually sold it.
Dire's
Yeah.
top tower
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. I mean, if he's gonna finish the MKB, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So it was all a bait, a 15 or 1,700 gold bait or something there, you know?
Right.
Oh wait, it's only 1,400. Yeah, it's 2,800 these days. Eagle Song's dirt cheap.
Well, very interesting. Does also have the shard completed. So turning everybody to stone, not bad. Meanwhile, jump in. They find Ducalis with the duel this time, and that one is going to be an easy win.
It took a while to get this damage for Gabby, but now already up to 100. It comes in fast in the late game.
Right. Start stacking that up very quickly.
Katomi's insane. Hey, you said at the start, like, yeah, this game keeps going. If he keeps getting farmed, I'm okay with it. And yeah, he's farmed. It's a Shadow Blade coming out. All right.
Okay.
So I didn't get Ninja Gear. I guess I'll just buy Shadow Blade.
That's crazy. Interesting, though. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. It feels right now as if Entity are in just very good control of this game, gonna wait for that next Aegis to come up. It does look like it's going to spawn Radiant, but only about a minute or so before the swap over. So we'll see if Entity are in position to get that right away, or if it is going to end up being a dire side Roche.
I want to see how much work this Agnums does for the Medusa.
Yeah.
Because with how a Gyro and a Legion has to play the fight, there is a chance that this Stone Form makes a big difference. And they do have a lot of physical damage to stack on top of it too, of course.
Smoke. I'm not sure if that one was quite scouted by that ward that's expiring right now, but the illusions going out definitely will be seen. And 30 seconds away from the Aegis, all of these fights have gone the way of Entity so far. Can they get another one going their direction? Stormstormer hits level 25 and gets a shield rune.
Ooh. The 12 Remnant charge time. At least it wasn't an arcane rune, I guess. All right, where's the overclock, Fishman?
Divine
Let her rip.
Yeah. The run through. Jumping right at the start. Finds Sukalis, finds Shad. Xantic already got the roll off. Meanwhile, he dropped down with the Vilama. Wants to find Watson. Do they have enough damage? He's starting to fall. This army's gone. Can't do anything. Duel on Dedusa. Will it be enough damage? Yes, indeed it will. Gabby is a monster. But they do end up getting away with it. Xantic for the moment. Can he actually escape? It doesn't quite look like it, as the chase down is there. 4 dead. They get Gyro, but everybody else is going to fall.
I mean, you can look at the death summary of the Medusa, and you might be confused, because why does it say 920 damage from Medusa? That's a lot. Yeah, it's a good counter, it turns out. From the old Shadow Demon, so just got her again. Despite what looked like a pretty good start to that fight, Watson blown up rather quick. Didn't even get a chance to utilize all of his tools, and didn't matter at all.
Katomi's doing a ton here. And now with everybody dead, I mean, yeah, Roche respawns, but Entity are trying to look to put some serious hurt onto these buildings. Gabby has definitely come online by this point. Another buyback, this time used on Dusa. It's a nice one for them. Can they get anything out of these buybacks, though, besides just defending their racks? It feels so bad if that's all you get.
I'm thinking that's probably all they're going to get.
They're going to TP over. They want to find Fishman, and they're going to catch him here with the Coddle.
Radiant's middle tower is
Jumps in. Hex. Oh, Hex doesn't break it, though. Doesn't matter. Still dead. And they're going to try and go in and secure the Aegis, maybe. No, Stormstormer's already there.
Roche?
Yeah, they're going to get it instead.
Oh, he's got the remnants in. I was wondering why Roche was running in and out. The remnants just mindlessly burning Roche away.
I mean, they ran down there, but it's a dire side Aegis. And so Refresher Shard going the way of Entity. They do have a quick little listen into that last fight, what ended up happening. Let's hear what they had to say.
I think we deeper.
Oh, we
Real goes up. I'm
We
putting
did
ops. I put ops. I put ops. Where? Sure.
There were doves.
I got Panga. Hit
Wait,
Panga. I hide Real Duza. Real Duza. On me. Help. Help. I'm alive, guys.
Kill him, Medo.
The tank.
Fine, Watson.
Okay.
I got him. Okay.
I can jump soon, Stormer. 1 sec. Oh,
Back. Nice.
are scanning.
You can hear all that emphasis put just on the Tusa getting that disruption off, and then the duel. They were single track mind, and once she's gone, it's all done.
I like how they wipe 4 heroes and they just still so like serious and stone cold. Like there's no big pop off, and they're like, oh, we got them, or like let's go, like we won this. They're just so focused right now, knowing that anything is still possible. We've seen quite a bit. It is insane that it's still 30%. That is unbelievable. And it's been like this all day. Every time we have these crazy long games, you look at Dota Plus, it's like, I'd say I am like 30%. They're not like 40K. There could be like 2 rapiers on the other team. It's like, nah, they could pull it out, and it's been right several times.
Yeah.
People have managed to claw back these huge leads right now in this patch. Nothing is feeling very safe, and again, that's why once more, we're about to hit 50 minutes. We might just hit an hour again, guys.
Yeah, it legitimately might happen. They're so far in the lead, but they do not want to walk high ground here. And likewise, you know, all these gold, all this objective out on the map, it does mean that like sitting high ground feels a lot worse. And it kind of makes you feel like you have to get out there and do things on the map, but it's really difficult to do anything. It does also look like they got the double gem action going on right now between Pango and Coddle. So if they're out there, at least they're going to feel somewhat confident that they're not under vision, most likely. And yeah, immediately take that ward away there. But
I've done my timetables here. Is Cat only going to get this wisdom rune? I think he is. Oh, he's on point, this guy. Oh, wait. No, he's not. Wait,
remember,
do your times tables.
There it is.
School was 4.
He's shadow blading in. Big play. Divine Llama is a monster right now. Has Abyssal Blade done in level 25.
Yeah, that is true. Stormstormer is also making his way through there. Imagine if they could somehow lock him down with a bash or an Abyssal Blade. Ooh, Gabby.
It's up top. Oh my God. Yeah, get out of there, Ducalis. You do not want to be messing around with those guys. He's just getting flared, man. He almost killed Ducalis with just the flares.
Jeez.
He had to dodge it. That was so much damage out from those.
Oh, Fishman, can you relax?
No. They take the Tormentor on Dire. No more shards to give out, but does get that golden experience. Man. And Aeon Disc now for Shadow Demon too. That is, he is really scary. Getting that Philosopher's Stone, all those stacks being built, and Katomi is just doing everything for him.
There's just no way you don't get disrupted.
Yeah.
Between Shadowblade, Blink, Aeon, Telescope. It just feels impossible to escape from. I'm going to grab a Lincoln Sphere here as well into Fuel Core. But quick answer there from Watson. Also has his own Lincolns to pair with his BKBs. That gets lower. Speaking of which, BKB was also purchased by Medusa, sitting in her stash right now as he's trying to finish up the Aghanim's Blessing recipe to get that infused.
Okay. I wonder if they're thinking they're just going to hold out for the next tier items on Luna. I feel like that's probably the play, right? Keep sending illusions out. You get further and further behind and just hope. I don't even know what items you hope for, but something.
I think Entity had a bit of a window here that maybe they could have utilized, but 30 seconds left in this Aegis. It's going to run out soon. I do think that typically some of the heroes can be tough for high grounding, but because of how farm the Ember is and the items he chose, it doesn't really matter because he's just going to Shiva's Guard, zip his way through while the triple flares are going, and they're going to have such good vision that I don't think high ground is going to be much of a problem. They're mostly just going to try and kill you, which then opens up buyback issues. Currently, though, if they remember, Medusa has no buyback. She's still in cooldown for 2 more minutes.
Right. Same with Dawnbreaker.
Yeah.
So there was a window here with no buybacks on Radiant and all the rest of it. And, you know, I'm saying this again with a 33,000 gold lead, 34,000 gold lead. It just keeps going up. But if you're looking at like the state of Dota right now, this is not necessarily safe. We've seen comebacks much bigger than this before, and almost comebacks too, a lot of times. I feel like a crazy person, but it's actually true.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like that one was definitely high groundable, but I get it. I don't want to lose a game like this either. They might come back to regret it, though. I feel like you're just putting yourself in a more even situation by giving them a potential other chance at growth.
Totally.
But
no, I agree. My point was more that I feel like, you know, the safe play can sometimes not always be actually the safe play because you have to go high ground at some point or take a fight at some point. And I mean, maybe their thought process is just we're always going to be able to take that good fight, but they need to make sure that they're not giving up any free information around the map and not giving away one of those Aegises. The Elite Core right now is out on the map, getting down some wards and trying to just secure this area, it looks like, although I believe that the next Aegis is going to be up top. Should be, at least.
Yeah, unless it's like instant, right? Yeah, if it's like instant, there'll be 30 seconds.
Octarine core clockwork. Oh my god.
Why are all our pro games just turbo? They're just like everyone gets their turbo items. It just takes a long time.
Look at his items. He has Yasha, Kaya, Octarine core, Ags. This does so much damage. He's just melting creep waves with his level 20 talent.
So we did get Aghanim's Labyrinth. It's just in normal games.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, everyone just gets really farmed. It's fine. It is PvE for the most part. We only have 36 kills in 53 minutes. We've mostly killed creeps. I got 700 last hits, 650 last hits, 582 last hits.
Oh my god, they see Katomi walk in. He's just strutting forward. They immediately run away. Although Gabby smoke breaks. Everybody's afraid. They're so scared, dude. Everybody is so scared. It's crazy.
That was actually a good choice.
Man.
That would have been a very bad decision to blink up there.
I know.
A lot of heroes.
Everybody just is not wanting to fight. It's a spooky time to play some Dota, man.
So is this where we talk about the long games now?
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll come up with something for next game, guys. Don't worry.
I'm gonna go on my SVG arc and just learn all the lore. I think like the kobolds and the rebellions and the Vools. I know he loves the Vools.
The Vool assassin is sick. That's my favorite creep.
That is your favorite. Yeah, you've always been all about that.
Do you remember what the activatable or the thing is called?
Is it Envenom?
It's Envenomed Weapon.
Oh, I was close.
It's really strong. I love the Envenomed Weapon.
I mean, we almost had Veno do that, right? I mean, we had that one patch where it was like, it just reduces all healing. Is this good?
Super nice. I liked it.
That went away. I had like another mini AA, but it was too much.
I mean, the Envenomed Weapon actually now is kind of insane, right? Because the duration for heroes is only 2 seconds, right? So it reduces regen for 2 seconds, but at the max level, it's 90%. So think about just like punching a Huskar with that, right? That's actually crazy how strong it is.
Someday, someone will make the play.
Doom's gonna eat the Envenomed Weapon. Did Stormstormer spot the other core there? Oh, he sees him now. Oh, couldn't get him.
He must not have seen him. He hit Gleipnir.
Yeah, I think he probably didn't then, actually.
Yeah.
Every second that passes, if you look at the graph, you're getting further and further into
away
the favor of Luna. It just keeps going up. It's like, he shouldn't have waited. The Medusa cometh. It might not do anything, but there's a chance that it would be insane.
Oh, Thiel Core? Is he going for the Wisdom Rune? How bold is he?
Dun, 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 dun. Take the DD, bro. Yeah, he gets that one. All right, Roche is back up. Are they going to wait? Dude, what if they wait until daytime to take it?
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
What if they wait until daytime?
Why would they wait till daytime? That's so much worse.
Because then you get the Aghanims, right? Wait,
yeah, but then it's on their side. Does everyone have Ags?
Everybody has Ags already. They all have Ags.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Ags
God.
Roche is so bad, man, because like by the time you get it, everyone has Ags anyway, because it's like 60 minutes.
Oh, it's so true. All right, Theo, of course, going for the Wisdom Rune after seeing that, hey, guess what? They're getting the Aegis, so 24 for him.
Oh, their third cheese. Perfect.
Yep. Where's the block of cheese?
I mean, honestly, it's shocking it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it really is. You think it would just happen by accident at some point.
They're going to add a recipe where you can just put 3 cheese together. I mean, what is the angle of this wedge? How many cheese do we need to complete one? It looks like maybe 5 to 6.
Yeah, it's true.
At that point, we just have a whole cheese, which should just be the block of cheese.
I like this.
Yeah.
Hey, Ducalis just got Ags. That's pretty nice.
Oh, good. Now he won't care about Roche either.
Exactly. They're ready for it, man. Any other 25s? Let's see. Pango has it. Oh, they have 25. 2 charges of disruption for Katomi. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right, bye, Dagons. New mission.
Now you got some strats here.
Yeah.
They also have a rapier queued up on Divine Llama.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's actually almost got the gold for it too, which is nutty. And a rapier queued up for Medusa. She actually has the gold to complete it.
He also did get that wisdom rune, by the way. So well done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, will he be chased down though? Goes to the secret shop. Jump through.
Shad. Hook shot in. Shad in trouble. Broken. Trying to stand in place, trying to stand his ground, taking a lot of damage. Watson there, everybody just getting exploded. Ducalis does get the swap out, but the duel is there. And Xantic is dead. No buyback on this bench, but does still have the illusion. Eventually starting to fall and is going to get killed off. Pango has buyback, but Watson is so strong. So incredibly strong. They can't finish off this rapier in time. She can't get to the secret shop. Needs to send over. She's sending over her courier right now on Medusa, trying to get it. Do they decide to go out? Medusa still standing up front and center. The Hex is there, the control, the stun on to 3, doing good damage, but Medusa starting to die. The heal coming from Divine Llama. The turnaround, it's there. She's barely surviving, but finally going to be brought down. There's the buyback. Starts to fall. Divine Llama also back into this. It's Xantic slows down Fishman with all the buyback to use. Fishman, he gets out. Oh my God, the jetpack TP. You love to see it.
And he's just off the map and out of there. Up into space and then back home. This gyrocopter comes back up. He has almost 12,000 gold and is level 28.
Dude, buy a moon shard, buy anything. Oh my God.
Well, you know, when you have a 3,600 gold buyback, it can be tough to manage your finances.
That's true. Oh man, and Medusa, I mean, wise decision, I guess, in the end, not to buy the rapier, because didn't quite have gold for buyback. 800 gold away right now from completing the rapier. Don't know if she's gonna decide to send out that courier to try and get it or not.
I'm still surprised that defense worked out.
She went the other way.
Like, wait, only lose 1 Rax?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, her courier is still just lurking over there.
Her courier is at the Dire secret shop, actually. Yeah, so they're gonna have to be really careful, particularly with Clockwork Flare. But Pirate Hat, Fallen Sky, it's online.
No.
Almost
It's time.
60k gold lead. And Theliocor gonna try and farm up some creeps for his team in the meantime.
On the way home.
All right.
It's making its way along the bottom side of the map here.
Rapier online soon while Theliocor farms. Trying to do all that he can to get some items for the team. They need it real bad. He gets 1. Gonna pass it back most likely.
Send him home. Send him back. Stygian for the gyro, though. 4 boots for the Shadow Demon. Enemy are getting them all. Hurry, Theliocor.
They're getting all those items. Meanwhile, they're pushing.
Rapier's coming.
Shad, Rapier online. They got it. Jumps in. They get the swap. Oh, they got him. Fishman in trouble. Disruption to save him for the moment. Stuns. Watson starting to fall. Watson so low, he's dead. That was the fight they needed. The disruption came too late. Shad does so much damage. Can they get any more? They don't have Dawnbreaker. It's Xantic. He tries to get out of there. They need a couple more hits on the Fishman. It's not quite going to happen. Fallen Sky out.
Gyro?
Trying to take
bots?
them down. Shad hitting, punching, beating into them. They don't quite have the damage yet. The swap in, pulls him close. Remnant out. He's going to walk away fine. They have Pango and the Dawnbreaker dead for a while. All right, Shad finally getting a Hurricane Pike.
Look at Fishman. Just standing there. He took 2,100 damage from blade mails on that gyrocopter. That's why he died.
Wow.
He just kind of got stuck in there, didn't BKB, and got annihilated. Hookshot in.
Jumps for it. They have that Force Staff ready for the, well, Medusa, but the duel is there. Do they have enough damage to bring her down? The swap, the damage reduction, keeping her alive. She's killing them all off. Shad walks back into the fountain, gets away with one. Gabby? Now the swap keeps him into the fountain. Gabby, push back in. Gabby, dying to the fountain, and Gabby is gonna fall. The Ancient is exposed. Entities say, screw you guys. We're gonna end this game.
Can they?
They're gonna take it down. Game number 1 going to Entity.